Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I hope all of you are doing good. In the next 20 minutes today, we are going to analyze Nifty and Bank Nifty, and I will also take you through a complete market structure breakup on these two indices. To stay tuned and watch the video till the end. So I'm using TradingView. So most of you might be using TradingView, but the layout may not be the same. What you need to do is you need to install a TradingView app which comes on the Microsoft Store, which you can get it from Microsoft Store here and download it. So the layout will change for you. It will look decent because otherwise the browser version will look something like this, where you have a lot of space which has been occupied by other browser related stuff. So it's better you install this app. The chart looks much cleaner here. So we'll use this for analysis today. As you can see, I have customized this as per my viewing preference. So you can also do that by going to the settings. Once you download this app, either you can choose which kind of theme you want, whether you want a dark theme or a light theme. We will check that here. So if you go to your profile, you'll be able to see what kind of profile settings you can look at here, and then you can look at the products. So I have, see here, you can see this app settings, whether you want a system generated theme or you want a dark theme or you want a light theme. So basically I want a dark theme so that the candles are visible to me properly. So that is the first step for you to do. Then second is you can choose the body colors which you want, borders of the candlesticks and wicks of the candlesticks, which colors you want. So I made it little transparent so they appear like this. And once you're done with all these settings, like if you want to remove the grid lines, you can always make the opacity to 6% or 5%. Okay, otherwise the grid lines will look something like this. So it will be a little more darker if you choose any other color than black. So after you do all this, then you save as your template. I've saved it as my template here. Okay, so let's get started. If you can understand what is this chart, basically this is a Nifty chart on a monthly time frame. So let's understand some basic things about trend, how to analyze trend. So your trend is always about pardon me for writing. Okay, so your trend is always about what is an uptrend. Uptrend is always about this. This is your uptrend, right? This is your higher high. This is your higher low. So this is your uptrend. Similarly, what is your downtrend? Okay, so this is your lower low, lower high, right? So this is your downtrend. So this is your basic structure of the market, and there is always a consolidation where the market will remain sideways. So these are the three phases of the market. So now let's look at this chart, which is our Nifty 50 index chart, and analyze the market structure here. So for this, let me use, so if you have noticed, this is our corona crash. This was 2020 March. Okay, let's do this simple exercise. Even I'm giving you this as a homework for you to do it on all the charts you see in the next few days. Try to mark the low point and the high point. It's a very simple technique. Use this tool, highlighter. As you can see, this was our lowest point and this was the high point. Then again, which was the low point? This was a low point, and from there this was again a high point. This was a high, and after that this was a new high, and this was a new low. Okay, after this again, this was a new high, this was your new low, and then this was your new low, and this was your new high. Okay, so mark this simple structure, and then we will dissect the market. So do this, it will give you a lot of clarity. So right now market, you can see this is in a good uptrend. It is making higher high, higher low, like this. Okay, so you can say that the market is in uptrend. Now let's start marking the zones which the market has made. Okay, for example, this was the point for me, so I'll mark this as my lowest point. Okay, after making this low, this was our previous high, right? So what was this point? This point was your break of structure. This was the previous high, this was the lowest point. When the market reversed from it and made a new high, so this was your break of structure. Okay, it kept on running and it made a new high here. Okay, after this again it made a new low here, right? This was your new low, right? Now this new low will be valid new low if it breaks this structure. Okay, this structure has to be broken, right? So when did it do that? It did with this new high. So we are going to consider this as our low, which led to this new high. So we'll delete this point. So this point is not relevant for us because this low, which from this point, it led to the break of the structure here. This was a rejection and then it went up. So most of the people do this mistake of marking this as a low. So don't mark that. Mark this as the low point. So now this is your low point. Why this point is important, I'll tell you forward. So after this breakout, the market made a new high here. And then it made a small pullback till here. And then again, this was your new high. Okay. So then this becomes your low point. Okay. Similarly, it went up. Then again, this became our low point. So I'll shift the low point to here. Now, this is the current scenario of the market in a monthly time frame. Nifty 50 made a low, and then this is your high, right? So this new high, and this is your highest point, right? So this is the high, this is the low point. Now what tool we are going to use is we are going to use a tool which is called as Fibonacci retracement. So we'll use this and we'll see that market has actually come down below this 60% level, and from there it retraced. Now it is in a zone where you have to wait for the breakout of this high, or you have to wait for the breakout of this low. So it is mostly going to be a sideways market till the time it breaks out this high. Now let's see any you can apply fib retracement anywhere here, like from the lowest point to the new high. Okay, so you can always see the market will be somewhere around 25% or 30% retracement, and from there it moves up. Now let's take this point and the new high. Okay, so the market came up to this 50% zone. This you can only see after this is formed. So uh, we cannot assume safely that everything will bounce at the 50%. So you always need a confirmation entry to do that. So now if you see, the structure is saying that it is in a bullish trend, but this high is the resistance, right? Now there is a next level of market structure understanding, which is your order block and fair value gaps. So here you can see this was a order block for you, which will act as a resistance. Okay, so this was your order block. So where is the market? Market is right in the order block right now. So you can expect a certain kind of rejection this month in this. Either it can touch the 50% of this value and then reject, or it can reject directly on the open and come down, and maybe by the end of the month it can go a little higher. So this is what Nifty is saying at a higher time frame level. Okay, let's look at Bank Nifty. Similar technique, we are going to look at the recent high, and which is the high which has done the let's identify the points here. Let's do this exercise here also. This was a low, this was a high, then this was a low, this was a new high, then this was a low, then this was a new high, retracement, then a new high, retracement, then a new high. You might be thinking these are too close, but these are all monthly candles. So it is price is spending a lot of time in creating this channel. So even one candle matters a lot. From there we can see this was the low and this was a new high. After this, did we get a new high? Yes. So this was the retracement point and this was the new high. So if I have to map the latest high here, this is your latest high and this is your latest low, right? So market is in this range. This is the high and this is the low. Now it looks very bullish. The candle closed in an uptrend, so it can easily break this high and it can go bullish. And if you look at this chart, this is at all-time high for Bank Nifty. So in my view, Bank Nifty is bullish. It can definitely go higher, but Nifty uh, can remain sideways for some more time. So let's see. Let's break down Bank Nifty on a daily time frame. On a daily time frame, you can see this is at this level for quite some time now. Uh, it has made a up move and then there is a consolidation. So it's a flag pattern which it has made. So we can expect a breakout from this level. This was the lowest point. So if there is a gap here, this is a gap, and this can be an order block. So if we have to mark an order block on a daily time frame, so we can find multiple levels here. So I'm expecting it to break this level and go. That will be easy for Bank Nifty, but let's mark an order block here as well. Okay, so this is your order block and there is a good fair value gap here from here to here. If I have to mark fair value also, I'll mark it from here till here. This is our FEG. So here is our FEG, and then there is a order block. So this is a very strong support level. If it comes down, it can come down up to here, or else there is a full possibility that Bank Nifty can break this resistance and go high, because the order blocks here, they've already been tested and there is nothing which is stopping for it to go beyond this. So let's look at the hourly time frame. So do we have any kind of resistance which is untapped in an hourly time frame? We don't have anything. Yes, but we have a gap here, right? So there is a good small gap which is easy for tapping into this zone and going up. So this is a full. Then we have another zone which is just below this fair value gap. So it can stay for a couple of days tapping into the zone, or if there is too much of momentum, then because the market closed near the previous high. So what we need to look out for is that we need to look out for this high and this low breakout on Monday, and then decide which way to trade. If it breaks down this level, then there is a support at this level. If it breaks down this level, then there is the all-time high which is at this level. This is a resistance. So we have to watch out for these two zones which are important for us to trade. If the market breaks from here to here, this zone, then there is a resistance at this level, then there is a support at this level. So if it falls into this zone on pre-market open also, it's a good time for buying as well. So let's see what it does tomorrow, but this is what is the scenario for both the indices Nifty and Bank Nifty for Monday morning. So this is it for the analysis for this week, guys. And if you need any kind of one-to-one session coaching, I'm happy to do that over the weekends. Please do drop in on my Telegram. My ID is given in the description. You can reach out to me and we can discuss it further from there. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.